the Philippines where sunlight gleams, Brian, Tess, and family dreams. By the shorelines, kids at play in a tropical bright array.
Good morning, YouTubers. Well, it's 7 a.m. in the morning and moving day. We're finally going to move all the stuff from here in the apartment out there to the farm. We've got Tess's cousin Jeppy and J-Boy have turned up here with the truck, and I couldn't believe the girls were packing stuff yesterday and into the night last night. I couldn't believe just how much we've accumulated in the few years that I've been here, 2.5 years that I've been here. That's the truck outside the gate that we're going to use, hoping it doesn't rain today. Sky doesn't look too bad, but I'll just walk out here. And this is the parking on the street. And there's barely enough space for a vehicle and tricycle and stuff to get through this gap. The boys are just inside and made them some breakfast and a cup of coffee, and we're just waiting and hoping that some of these people head off to work soon and take their vehicles, so we've got a bit more space so we can move the truck forward here where this white one is and be able to get out the gate and load. But it's just super tight here, too many cars. It sounds like the kids are screaming inside. Here's Tess and Kyle. Here's the boys. Here's Jeppy, J-Boy. Morning, J-Boy. And this is the space we don't have right now. You can't even move through here. Tita Cell, Ivana, my favourite sister-in-law, is here, and we just trying to move the stuff so off the cabinets and out of the cabinets, and we just don't have any space to move here. It's just crazy right now. I thought I just heard a siren. We're blocking the street too much. The police have arrived to tell us to move. Joke lang. We've got a few police officers live upstairs up the top here, so I assume they come to collect their co-workers to take them to work, I'm guessing. Well, I'm guessing that because no one's come and spoken to me, so we can just fit that through there, as I said. And just my luck, we've wrapped some cling wrap and stuff around the mattress and the bedding, but just my luck. The boys, we've got the refrigerator up on there, we've got the couch, my TV. We ran out of cling wrap, wrapping the couch with the TV and stuff. So we've got a piece of plastic up there and the boys are just hiding under the plastic, but just my luck. The rainmaker strikes again. We've had 3-4 days, sunny, hot weather, no rain. Today, the day we decide to move, it's coming down. Unbelievable. So again, with tropical weather, as always, this is literally 10 minutes after you saw it pouring down rain, and the clouds have moved off that direction. We have some blue sky and we're back at it. But we've got so much stuff to go on. I couldn't believe how much we've accumulated. It's just incredible. And we have an audience here. Always have an audience. Well, we've just arrived back here. The truck is going to be a fair way behind us, I think. The boys were planning on driving fairly slowly with all the stuff in the back, just hoping they don't hit any rain on the way here. We didn't. We came through a spot where it had been raining previously, but it wasn't raining now, so just hoping they don't strike any rain. And you can see Kuya Wendell's been busy here finishing. No roof yet on the veranda, but the rest is finished. Oh, we're home. As soon as we get some gear in here like a refrigerator, I'll be happy to have a cold drink. Yes, a Red Horse scooter. Well, the boys have arrived. Fortunately, they didn't strike any rain on the way here, so no chance we're going to fit all of this stuff in that tiny house. So we're trying to sort out the important shit first and figure out if we can store some stuff at Mum and Dad's. So that's our, oh, and I've stood in the red ants again, genius. So that's our first task, is to try and figure out exactly what we need here and what we can put in storage for a while. Just came over to HQ to have a beer because it's Angel's birthday on Sunday. We're celebrating early because Ismail and Vic, I think, are leaving again tomorrow, heading off early. So they've been feasting and drinking over here. We just got here. We've been trying to unpack over there at the farm, and I'm just looking at the kitchen. They haven't done the finishing yet, but they've got all hollow block walls up instead of bamboo now, and it's looking much bigger. Inside's looking quite a bit larger and much better now in hollow blocks. Got to put some windows in and do some finishing and stuff, but they're getting there. It's should be a good addition to the house. So and Peter Poulter will appreciate the fact that we're standing around having a red horse. Some of the girls are drinking some Sandmeg apple, of course, and there's some Sandmeg light, but mostly red horse. We're about to do a trip to Balud, so, but my Turkish brother-in-law has been teaching me that see, here in the Philippines, this means I love you, but in Turkey this means fuck you. Same. So now when I say to Tess, babe, she looks at me and I say, oh, am I saying I love you or fuck you?
Bajanak, I love you.
Bajanak. Bajanak is like brother-in-law. Kuya Ismail, myself, and Kuya Wendell here are all married to sisters in the same family. So Bajanak. Bajanak?
I love you. Bajanak. Oh, fuck you.
So Bajanak means we're all married to the same family, basically. I think it's like brother-in-law in Turkish, but yeah. I'm learning as I'm drinking Red Horse, so I will forget it all by tomorrow when I wake up, but I'm learning. Also, they finally, I've been asking for so long for them to throw some hollow. I said, I've got hollow blocks there. Just take some of my hollow blocks. It's not going to take a lot, 20 or 30, and just slap them up and fix the well up so that the kids can't fall in instantly off the ground. So it's quite low at the moment, but there's some water down there, and they've been working and refinishing and build up with some hollow blocks. I'm hoping they put another row at the top. I'm not sure if they're going to, but it looks like, oh, maybe they are, because they didn't do the finishing on top, but we'll see what happens. But at least the kids can't just walk up and literally fall directly into the well. There was just a little net around there before, so really good to see that they've improved the well here at HQ. So getting some improvements here as well as at home. Not me. Mamang and Papang have been doing that with their builders here, so they've used a few of our hollow blocks, which I said, look, go for your life. The blocks are there. If you need some extra blocks, just use them, because we're not using them at the moment. But yeah, they've employed their own builders and they've been doing their own work. So for those people who think I'm paying for my in-laws' work, no. Again, they've been the ones that have donated to us and help us with our build. Hence the reason I said, if you need some extra hollow blocks, just please take them off the pile that I've got there. I've got hundreds of hollow blocks there. If you're short, just take them. Only too happy to help if we've got extra stuff there. Even the angle bar that's over there now for the veranda roof, that came from here. That was left over from Papang's roof here, the veranda roof he's got here. That's all steel framed here. That was the leftover. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, here we go. It's cleared up now. But the angle that's running down here is all the leftover stuff that we've got over there is from here that we're going to use for our veranda roof there. So again, donated by the in-laws. So I'm not the one giving to them. they've been the ones giving to us. So that's just the way it is here. When you find a good Filipino and a good Filipino family who are genuine people, they will give you the shirt off their back. Filipino people are some of the most hospitable and generous people in the world. And as I've said before, they can laugh in the face of adversity, no matter how poor they are, no matter how hard things are. You'll always see them talking and laughing and joking. They just really have this ability to just shake off the worst of everything and just live with it and get on with it. It's unbelievable. They are fantastic people, some of the greatest people in the world, Filipinos. Kyle, say good morning.
Morning.
Here, to the camera, say good morning.
Good morning.
Day 3 out here, but we've got to do a quick trip back to the city because we still have a few bits and pieces left there, including one of the air cons, which apparently one of our neighbours, the police from upstairs, are looking at purchasing, but we weren't back there yesterday. Today, this is our last day. We have to be back there because we have to hand the keys to the apartment back to the mayor or the vice mayor, who's the owner of the apartments there. And yeah, we're out of the city for good. Everything's done there. Well, everything will be done, completed today, and we'll be here full time in the tiny house. So that's us now. The girls are just talking before we leave. Caleb's not well, Kyle's not well, everybody here is sick. Tess is not well today. Everybody out here is sick. Oh yeah, you look like you're well. Just leaving Masbate City for the last time, basically. Well, you know, we might be back for supplies and stuff, but we've just finished cleaning out the apartment and left the keys with our neighbour 2 doors away, Ati Tita in apartment 4. And yeah, we got the last of the bits and pieces. We just sold one of our air cons at the apartment, which was good because I didn't want to have to bring 2 air cons back to Barlud. I'm only going to use one anyway. And that's us. Barlud, here we come. The kids are already there being taken care of because we've been there for 2 days, so, but we had to come back and just finalise everything there. Just did that. I thought I had the car sold to a Canadian guy, Tom, in Masbate City, so I thought I will go back to the city, finalise everything and see if Tom's ready to buy the car. And yeah, things have changed for him. He's got to head back to Canada now too, so he's decided he's going to try and take his wife back to Canada rather than them stay in Masbate. So I think the cost of living surprised him a little. He did make a comment that the cost of living here is more expensive than he expected it to be. It's still a lot cheaper than most places in the West. So cost of living is definitely still cheaper here than it is in other places. But yeah, so that's us. We're on the slow road again, heading back to Barlud. And yes, I'm overtaking on double unbroken yellow lines because everybody else does it, because nobody obeys the road rules here, and on bridges and stuff, which you're not supposed to do. But you know, that's how we drive in Masbate. No one obeys the road rules. You just, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's what they say, right? Okay, we got back, about an hour and 20 minutes was the drive. So we're back out here. We've, last couple of days, we sprayed all up here again, all the way up to the well, just to kill off all the grass. There's our old toilet tent, our CR tent, which is not in use at the moment. We're going to make a cubby house out of that for the kids. My favourite sister-in-law, Ivana, is back with our washing. And yeah, big trip to the city and back, just a quick trip. And we've got problems. This is the 3rd time the pump stopped pumping. I tried to explain to everybody, the rule is when you turn off the pump, you close the faucets, the taps straight away, so there's no air, so the pipes aren't draining the water through. Because I think even though we've got a one-way valve up there, I think the water is slowly draining out of the hose, even though I've put the hose up against the wall here. And I've said to everybody, just put the hose, lean the hose up like that so the water's not running out of it. Shut the tap off. As soon as you shut the pump off, try and stop any of the water from draining through. Because even though we've got a one-way valve in there, I think the water's draining back through the pump and it's unpriming itself. We didn't have any issues to begin with, but it's been here, I don't know, a year now. It's an old pump too, but so it could be an issue with the pump itself, I'm not sure, but we've managed to get it going a couple of times. Now we've just drained the battery, trying to get the water pumping, and so we've got the generator and the car battery charger hooked up to the multi-cab battery there at the moment, charging that back up. Need to get this pumping because at the moment we have no water for the house because we still haven't plumbed the Seaflow marine pump out the back to the tank. Tank's not full. This blue tank is empty, so it's a pain in the ass at the moment. We just need to get water running again so we can at least fill this blue drum, so we've got 200 litres there. So at night if we need water, the girls can just walk out the door here straight to the tank here and just get it, instead of having to go all the way up to the well and use a bucket with a rope down the well to haul the water out, and just fill a single bucket and carry it all the way back down here, one of these, because that's all they can do at the moment. So we really need to get this pump. That's number one priority. And priority two is hook up the pipes to the tank out the back, the 1,000 litre tank, fill that, get the Seaflow pump working out there, and so we've got water on tap in the house instead of just carrying it in at the moment from this tank. The tank out here is not plumbed yet. We've got wiring from a 12 volt adapter inside coming out here because the pump's only a 12 volt marine pump. So we really need to finish getting this plumbing through here, fill this back in again, put a little slab out here because we need to put the generator out here for the solar, and we also need to put our little pump out here, pump water into these inlets for the kitchen and the bathroom. So priority one, fix the pump at the well. Priority two, fix the pump for the house. So water is our issue at the moment. Electricity, no problem. We've got our solar working. That's been good. Last few nights we've been here. We've got the refrigerator running. The solar panels are working. Refrigerator's running. Fans, TV, lights, charging cell phones. Everything's functioning. I did want to test out we've got a 1.5 HP. It's a big aircon from the city we've brought here because we haven't sold it, and I did want to test that out in the middle of the day, running it on the solar and see how much it drains, because if it copes with the 1.5, and we've got 3.5 kilowatts of panels, so I'm hoping that in the day when it's sunny like this, we might be able to just run the AC, even if it's only from 8 or 9 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon or something, and then as the sun starts to go down, shut the aircon off. It'd still be nice of a daytime on a hot day to walk in, sit down, have a cool drink in air conditioning. At night it's not that hot here. We just use the fans anyway. It's all we have been using, and in fact usually by about 2 or 3 in the morning I wake up and get up and shut the fans off because it's cooled down that much. So that's where we're at the moment. We're out here now. We've left the city. I'm out of cash. I got to go back to Oz. I've got this for sale on Facebook Marketplace. If we can sell this, it will extend my stay a little, but if we can't sell this really quickly, then I'm on a plane very soon straight back to Oz. So let's hope we can get this sold very quickly.